Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing a series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just got through reviewing a different item from this particular spot earlier in the morning, so I guess it feels fitting to do another one now? Sure, why not? But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, yeah, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? It happens to be my Boom, the one-arm boxer shirt. Look at him. It's a one-arm boxer. Done in a very cool sort of comic book cover style. Really like this. Jimmy Wang Yu. But what is the one-arm boxer? Who's Jimmy Wang Yu? Well, the one-arm boxer is one of Jimmy Wang Yu's most seminal kung fu movies. It's not the most. There's definitely ones you could put above it, but I would definitely put it in the upper tier of his overall filmography. And as for Jimmy Wang Yu himself, the guy was pretty much like the first real sort of kung fu martial arts star. And to be fair, and there's debates around that and stuff like that. There were certainly swordplay movies and stuff that existed before it. But his film, The Chinese Boxer, basically kind of was like the one that really sparked, the big kung fu movement. And then obviously, you'd have Bruce Lee and, Jackie, and who would sort of continue on with that. But I'm a huge martial arts film nerd, and Jimmy Wang Yu is the late great Jimmy Wang Yu, one of the best to ever do it, in my opinion. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why did I review something earlier from it? Because, folks, when I got off of work earlier today, I went over there and it's like, boy, oh boy, I sure am in the mood for a sandwich. So I went over there and I ate a sandwich, and I reviewed it. Said sandwich happened to be from a place called Tony's Fresh Market, which is a chain of fresh market places in Illinois. Well, with it being Illinois-oriented, by the way. This review and that review are going to end up in the Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. And because it happens to be a boom sub sandwich, that also means it's going to end up in my sub sandwich playlist. And I have to preface it, and we'll get to that. So, folks, for over 3 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. And what that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, fresh markets, Walmart, what have you. I've been trying out their sub sandwiches. I've been reviewing them. Then I've been going over there and posting them on my YouTube channel. I'm such a nice guy. I don't just post on my YouTube channel, and that's where number 2 comes into play. I go over there. I actually have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs. That is where I go over there and I post my sub sandwich reviews. The time I'm doing this, folks, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews in that playlist. I have not missed a day since I started doing it. And but maybe that's not enough sub sandwich reviewing goodness for you. Maybe you're greedy like that. That's where number 3 comes into play, because, folks, all you have to do is wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That is the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. Like I said, I have not missed a Sunday in over 3 years. Every single Sunday, you're getting at least one sub sandwich review. So, let's get to this sub sandwich review. And like I said, this is from Tony's Fresh Market. This is Tony's Focaccia Italian Sub, which consists of focaccia bread, provolone, Genova salami, mild capicola, mortadella, lettuce, and mild giardiniera. That's really interesting, the giardiniera. I don't know if I've ever had an Italian sub with giardiniera, so I got that right. Yeah, okay. Let's open it up. And it also comes with a vinaigrette dressing pack. I am probably going to forego this. I want to just try the sub. But, I mean, it's not bad looking sub. Let's get a thing for the thing here. It looks like this. Okay. Let's try out a big old sub sandwich. Oh, yeah. Yeah. instantly, that tastes like an Italian sub. Like right from the first bite, it was like, oh, that's an Italian sub. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of that. I almost want to use the vinaigrette on it to really get like the full Italian sub experience, but I really do want to just focus more on the meat and the whole thing of the sub. Uh, really tasty, really flavorful. The focaccia is nice. It adds some extra oomph and a little extra vibrancy to the whole thing. I do like that. The only thing where it runs into a little bit of an issue, and it's not on their part, it's not on their fault, it's just the fact that, well, this being a pre-made sub, obviously you're going to lose something a little bit. It was made a few days ago. I'm eating it now. But you can, even though it is a few days old, still taste the freshness, still taste the quality of the ingredients. It's a nice thing. I really enjoy this. I was debating between reviewing this or going to this little new Indian place. And the Indian place, like, it's so new that they're not even listed on Google or anything yet. So I didn't know if they were open. But no, that's really good. It's got that nice Italian style hit. You've got the salami. It's nice and it's salty. You got the capicola. It's nice and meaty. It's good. And like I said, just that added little oomph of the focaccia is a really nice spin on it. And even the lettuce is actually still nice and crispy. And I guess, like, I was thinking in my head, it's like, oh, about the only thing that's sort of missing would be, like, some nice tomatoes in there. But then it's like, well, you got the focaccia, so, no, that's a good sub. That's proper. This is one that it's hard to stop eating, because, like, I'm really enjoying it. Okay. I enjoy the hell out of that. There's nothing I dislike about that. But, two questions do have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. I think, again, the only thing I think that would make this better would be if I were to go over there and get it freshly made. And I don't know, maybe that's something that they do there. I've only ever been to Tony's Fresh Market a handful of times. It's a little bit out of my way. But one of the things, because I started getting ads from them on my Facebook page, and one of the things that they did bring up is, hey, we have sub sandwiches, and they're new and improved, so they're even better than they used to be. I never had them before, but I will say that from the two I've had so far, they're doing a damn good job. I really enjoy this. Like, it does all the things that I want an Italian sub sandwich to do, minus the vinaigrette, obviously, because like I said, I didn't use that. But it hits on the Italian sub sandwich level. It doesn't, one of the things I love about a nice Italian sub sandwich is that it sort of becomes, when it's done properly, it sort of becomes like one homogeneous flavor. This obviously isn't going to have the opportunity to do that because, again, it's pre-packaged. You got the focaccia instead of the tomato, and I'm not using the vinaigrette. But it is very tasty. And, like, as soon as I bit into it, my brain recognized this as being an Italian sub. I like the spin of the focaccia. Like, I think that's a really nice way to do that, especially for a pre-made sub, because then you don't have to worry about, the tomatoes going off or making the bread too soggy or anything, but you're still getting that nice tomato flavor. Yeah, that's really good. Like, and, yeah, there's like, I've had better Italian subs and stuff like that, but terms of like a supermarket sub, I mean, fresh market, supermarket, what have you, that's one of the better ones. Genuinely, that's one of the better ones. Now, if I'm recommending it, I am definitely recommending it. This is one of those ones that, again, if you're fortunate enough where, like me, I have lots of like really nice delis and cool restaurants and stuff where I can get, like freshly made subs. I don't usually need the pre-made ones, but there is the aspect of convenience that comes into play. And, if I'm out at a fresh market or I'm out at a supermarket, if they have pre-made subs available, well, that's something I can potentially go over there and grab and, have a nice little sandwich for the rest of my day. And with Tony's, the ones that they've got there, again, I'm not going to say they're the outright best pre-made subs I've had, but I would put them up there. I would say that they are definitely some of the better ones that I've had. They definitely seem to know what they're doing, and they're using good ingredients, and, it says a lot that, again, this was made a few days ago, it's been in my fridge, and yet it still tastes nice, it still tastes, has a nice vibrancy to it. It doesn't taste just like a pre-made sub. So, I like it. But, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there themselves a truly Focaccia-tastic rest of your life. Because Focaccia, it's a fun word to say, even though I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the hell out of it. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what do you think about an Italian sub sandwich? I would genuinely put it as being one of my favorite sub sandwiches. Like, it's one of the classic style ones, and it's one of those ones that I think it always upholds. As long as you're doing it the right way, it's always going to be a good time. But, like I said, I'd be interested to hear what your personal takes on it. If it's not your personal favorite, what is your personal favorite sub sandwich? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Anyway,